Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video today. The crispiness has returned. No more Napalm Strike microphone. And in this video, we're going to talk about the potential future of Destiny 2 esports. Personally, I would never consider playing video games a sport, but that's kind of like the term for it. So that's what I'm going to use. And Destiny 2, you know, it has a good opportunity. The game isn't in the greatest spot right now for PvP on consoles. The PC version was very well received by most people throughout the beta. Lots of big streamers, lots of big players. I think Sure4 from Overwatch really liked it, and you know it does have potential. It just Bungie needs to they need to get a grip. Okay, just a warning for anybody who's been subscribed to my channel, not everything in this video is going to be, you know, news to you. I probably covered some of this before, but I made this video kind of at a catalyst to hopefully spark some sort of competitive scene for Destiny 2. I'm gonna start by talking about a few misconceptions about the competitive or potential competitive scene for Destiny 2. The very first misconception is that the game needs to be perfectly balanced. The majority of games, especially ones that are competitive, are going to have a meta, right? They're going to have a certain set of things that are simply better than others at a given time, and with time that will change through updates and stuff like that. People seem to think that for some reason, because there are certain weapons that are better than others or perks that are better than others, that suddenly doesn't make Destiny 2 a contender, you know, to be a competitive game, which absolutely makes no sense. The objective of an esport is to make money for as many people as possible, and right now they need to capitalize on the viewership that they do have and the player base that is slowly dwindling away. Although Destiny 2 PvP might be a little bit disappointing for you or me because we've been playing it for the last 3 years and they took away a few things that we already had before, there are still a ton of people playing. Like yesterday, 1.5 million people played, and right now it is ranked as the third most played game in Korea right now, and it's not even localized for the area, right? So it's in English still, it's not in Korean, and the game is out on console, and Korea is a very big place for PC gaming, so the numbers will only go up for the PC release. In fact, in terms of viewership, Gears of War and Halo both have massive tournaments with massive prize pool. In the MLG exhibition, which wasn't even an official tournament, it was just an MLG event hosted by Bungie or given support by Bungie and Activision, because there was publisher and developer support, the event did really well. I believe there's like 150,000 plus concurrent viewers between both Twitch and MLG TV, so that, you know, the events are getting, a decent amount of people watching, right? And they need to capitalize on the viewer base and the community that they have right now to get involved, or else anybody interested in any sort of serious PvP is going to leave soon and just go to another game. Additionally, my tournament videos on my channel have been some of the most successful videos on my channel for the last 3 years, and on top of that, the MLG Destiny exhibition on the MLG channel is its 39th most viewed video of all time. Another misconception is that Destiny 2 can't be competitive because it didn't have ranked at launch. In fact, Overwatch, which is one of the most popular esports out there right now, didn't get ranked until a month later. The only difference being, of course, that Blizzard kind of, folded their hand and they showed their intentions very early that they designed the game to be a competitive game. Meanwhile, Bungie kind of designed it to be a competitive game. They removed everything except for 4v4. They did a lot of, work on weapon and class balance that worked out really well. They made the game very team balanced and just based off of synergy, which was really cool for any sort of team play. And then they kind of just stopped halfway, as if, they were kind of curious to see what the community's response would be. Do they want to invest in the competitive scene if people want it, or do they abandon it? And I feel like at this point they're just waiting for us to say what we want. So if we want to push forward with any sort of competitive scene in Destiny 2, if you have a voice, like anyone has a voice, like my video isn't going to do anything at all unless the comments are there for people showing support towards it.
Go down and smack that like what? Smack!
The third and final misconception is that somehow with developer and publisher support, if a competitive scene does form, that instantly we're going to be having $1 million tournaments. Obviously the tournaments are going to have tiny prize pools like Destiny 1 had, but it's not like they're overnight just going to be massive prize pools, being put on the line for a game that doesn't even, register your melees all the time. The main thing that people want is just tournaments and incentives to get better. If there's ranked, people will say, oh, wow, this guy is this rank. These are all the top ranked players. Let's see how we size up against each other, and then if we have private matches, you can go into private matches with these other top ranked players, play against them. That's how competitive scene forms or competitive community forms, which is just in the end more fun for the game. Like the Destiny 1 didn't have that much replay value for me. It was just really fun, and I got into the competitive sort of thing where, you know, I found people that, you know, were really good, and it was really fun playing against them because I knew that if I performed well, it actually meant something. As I mentioned earlier, not a ton of new stuff is being mentioned in this video. I just wanted to piece everything together to push for competitive, and hopefully, you know, this video can be the catalyst for some sort of, you know, and we need just a nick in the armor, okay? The Bungie Vision DLC loot crate armor, to see that, you know, there is some money to be made on the competitive sort of things, as you know, as long as there is an audience. So if that's something you're interested in, something you would like to see, then go ahead and leave a comment on this video. I guess liking it would help also. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is the comment, so they can read and see that people are supporting it, and just leave your opinion. So do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? Leave suggestions for the game that you think would help it thrive and grow as a competitive game. The main thing is just there's nothing to do in Destiny 2 right now, and I think that, you know, a competition or healthy competition is the best thing to add more replay value, because right now with fixed roles and all this stuff, I really don't see it lasting long. With the PC release right around the corner, they need to capitalize on the audience that they have right now, because the viewership that they're getting is pretty good. And honestly, I think that if they had some sort of kickoff tournament just to test the waters, I believe personally that it would go pretty well. There's already tons of established teams. Orgs are getting into the mix. Rogue has a team. Tons of other smaller orgs have a team as well. In fact, in this gameplay, we are playing, you know, Rogue, which is an org. So it's just, you know, we just need the support, man. And for anybody that just like has been playing the console version so far and says it's horrible, it plays badly, the game actually plays really well on PC, and most of the skeptics that participated in both the console and PC betas were talking about how bad the game was when the console beta was out, and then when the PC version came out, all of a sudden they were praising it. So hopefully people will be a little bit more accepting of the gameplay, and, you know, they get into it, you know, it becomes interesting. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Like I said, you know, comment something down below, your opinion on the whole entire matter. I'd love to hear it. Also, if you are subscribed and you don't want to miss a video, you can you know, make sure you don't do that by going to my channel, clicking on the bell, and enabling the checkbox. It'll send notifications so you don't miss any videos. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it. Not too much being, you know, new being mentioned in this video, but I just wanted one single video dedicated to this subject. You know, more videos soon, man. More gun reviews, very interesting, super fun, fixed role stuff, and I'll see you next time.
What?
I'm on B.
Get shit on!
Nice, Flashy. I'm on B right now. Can we get flags? Can we get more flags? Nice. They're on C right now. They're gonna cap it.
Back up.
I almost have Goldie. Are we close to anything?
One on A.
Yo,
Are we close to... Yeah, I'm with you. Behind you. I'm watching you back.
Oh my god, help me. Oh, watch out, see? No, you got health back, no help.
Go on.
Yeah,
I'm backing up. Can you help me here?
Yeah.
I'm pushing.
Hey, it's over.
Nice. Good job. Hey. Shit, guys.
Guys, we beat Rogue.
Oh my god.
Like, doctor. I did bad, dude. Holy fuck. Actually, wait, I did better than 3 of them. What the fuck? Nice. I did. You got some more.